boys and girls, it's Mrs. Walker again. Welcome back. Are you ready to go on more reading adventures today? Fantastic. Well, before we begin our reading lesson for today, I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you something that happened over the weekend. This weekend, it was my nephew Reed's 6th birthday. So I went over to his house for the birthday party. When I got to the party, there was a table full of gifts. There were children playing games and people eating pizza. And then his mom called us over to sing. Yes, we were going to sing happy birthday to Reed. Well, after we sang happy birthday, Reed blew out the candles. How did you know that? Were you at the party with me? After he blew out the candles, everybody started to, they ate some cake. Well, after we had the cake, his mom called us over to the table. What do you think he did? Yes, he started opening his presents. Wow, boys and girls, you're amazing. I feel like you were at the party with me. Did you sneak into that party too? All right, boys and girls, well, you're doing something that good readers do today, tomorrow, and always already. Good readers look at the details and they think about the details in the pictures and in the words, and they try to figure out or determine what would happen next. And that's called predicting. Well, boys and girls, we're going to practice some predicting today. Are you ready? Fantastic. Okay, boys and girls, yesterday we learned to take a sneak peek. We learned that before you read a book, you look at the cover, you look at the back of the book, and you look inside the book, and you think about what might happen. You think about what the setting might be, who the characters might be, and where they might be going in the story. Boys and girls, today I'm going to teach you something different. Today, I'm going to teach you that when you are reading books, you don't just tag along behind the characters. You predict what might be happening next. You go right along with them, and you think of all of the details, and you try to figure out what might happen in the story. Today, we're going to practice that together. Are you ready? All right, boys and girls. Well, I brought this book today from my class library. It's called The Kite That Got Away. And when I was reading this book, I noticed that the dad was running with the kite, and he tripped. And then I noticed that the kite came out of his hand. What do you predict might happen next? Wow, you're amazing. I hear all those great predictions. You're right. The kite got away. The kite went into the water. Oh no. So how do you think the boy's feeling? I agree. I think he's sad. Well, let's figure this out. The boy was feeling sad, just like in this picture here. So what do you think's going to happen? Do you think the kite's just going to drift away? Or do you think something else might happen? Yes, the dad went in the water and got the kite for the little boy. Well, boys and girls, you're so good at that. Let's try it again. I have another book here. It's called Our Baby. In this story, there was a grandma, and the grandma was at the house with the little girl. And the little girl woke up, and she went to her grandma and wanted to know where Mom was. And Grandma said, Mom was at the hospital. Mom had the baby. So what do you predict might happen next? Boys and girls, you are so good at this. You're right. The little girl and the grandma went to the hospital. I bet you can make more predictions about this book too. And let's try it one more time. I have this book here called Goodbye, Gabby. Well, when I was reading this book, I noticed that Gabby was feeling sick. And I noticed that the mom and the dad were very worried about Gabby. So what could you predict might happen next? Yes, boys and girls, you are so right. They called the vet and took Gabby to the hospital. Excellent job predicting. Awesome, boys and girls. You're doing so good at that. I noticed that you are not just guessing what might happen next. You are using the details in the text to help you determine or figure out or predict what might happen. Well, today, boys and girls, your job is to read a book from Raz Kids or a book from Epic or a book from home. And it has to be a fiction book because fiction books are the type of books that take you on adventures. And I want you to try that strategy. I want you to read a little bit and see if you can predict what might happen next. And then read a little bit more and predict again. Do you think you guys are up for the challenge? I bet you are. Awesome job, boys and girls. I can't wait to see the great work you've done. Have a great day. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.